So Joel Embiid tonight had a career game. I think he tied his career high of 50 points, and today especially he was absolutely amazing. If we're looking at his stats right now, he has 50 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. It was a great game overall for Joel Embiid, and I think he should be in the conversation for MVP because he's been leading this team without Ben Simmons, with Tobias Harris having an off year. And if we're just looking at it overall, he's been absolutely great. The Sixers have won 8 of their last 10 games, and Joel Embiid has been leading the Sixers team without Ben Simmons, and I think he should be considered an MVP. If we're looking at his stats overall, 27 points per game, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. If we're looking at shooting splits, 48 from the field, 38 from 3, and 81 from the free throw line. Also throwing in a block and a steal, and defensively has been great overall. So today we're going to be talking about Joel Embiid. Today we're going to be breaking down his game and talking about where I see the Sixers moving forward from here. But if you guys like the video, drop a like below and press the sub button. I'd appreciate it if we are trying to get to 5K by the end of the year. So I'd appreciate you guys drop a like and press the sub button. But getting back into the video, Joel Embiid. He played today, with Mo Bamba having a career game. If you're looking at the box score, the game isn't over yet, but there's 4 minutes left, and it's 91-113. Sixers leading right now, and Mo Bamba he also had a career game with 32 points. That's a career high. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. A great game overall, but he fouled out not too long ago, actually, before the timeout, like right now. So with Mo Bamba fouled out. Joel Embiid, he's probably sitting the rest of this game because there's really no point for him to play. So he's been playing pretty well overall. If we're looking at the last 10 games for Joel Embiid, he's been averaging 31 points per game, 5 assists, 10 rebounds on 54 from the field, and 39 from 3, which are very solid stats for a big man. That 39 from 3 is a very crucial part to his game. He's been able to stretch the floor while also playing some very solid D. He's been averaging a block a game in that 10-game stretch. Also, basically a steal a game, 0.9 steals per game. And the record in the last 10 games have been 8 for 10. So it's great to see that Joel Embiid has been finally able to play fairly healthy, I want to say. He hasn't been injured for too many games this season if we're looking at it right now. I think he's been playing for most of the games, but yeah, he's been playing pretty well overall for the Sixers team that doesn't have Ben Simmons. Like I said, Tobias Harris, as good as he is, has been playing to the strength that he could be because, the Sixers are trying to look to move him pretty soon alongside Ben Simmons. And this game especially, he had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, played pretty well in his books, but overall, I think he's having a down year from the field. Yes, he is. He went from 20 points per game last year to 18 points per game this year, and he went from 39% from 3 last year to 31 from 3 this year. And, alongside his contract, I'm not too sure what his contract situation is. I'm assuming it's pretty huge. I actually could look it up right now, but assuming Tobias Harris's contract is fairly huge, I think he could be on the move alongside Ben Simmons, who also hasn't been playing, but his contract is pretty huge too. If we're looking at Tobias Harris' contract, it is $180 million, so for 5 years too. So it's definitely going to be tough to see. I wouldn't even say tough, but it's definitely going to be difficult to move Tobias Harris alongside Ben Simmons. But getting back to this end of the video, Joel Embiid, he's been absolutely phenomenal. And I think he's still fairly young, too. I think he's, 25? Oh, he's 27, so he's actually reaching his prime pretty soon, or he's actually in his prime right now. I think he could become a 30-10 person sometime in his career because he's been shooting the ball lights out. It's been absolutely amazing. 27 points per game, 11 rebounds, great game. But I think he's capable of a 30-10 season. Really, the only thing is that he needs a supporting cast, especially with the 76ers roster right now. I mean, they have Andre Drummond, who actually has been playing pretty well off the bench. Seth Curry, Tyrese Maxey. The only real thing about this team is that I think they need a true point guard. Bring in John Wall, who that's very unrealistic because the Sixers don't want to add that extra salary. But if they do bring in John Wall or someone of his caliber, then I think that could take them to the next level, hopefully be at least a playoff contending team. I think they really are right now. I'm not really seeing them going past the second round, but at least maybe the first round, depending on who they verse. But I don't really see them as an Eastern Conference team, more as a semi-finalist team. So hopefully the Sixers can build around Joel Embiid in its prime right now, because I think in the next few years, if the Sixers try to build around Joel Embiid, get that point guard they need. Try to trade Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris for some value, maybe Sabonis, Fox. I don't know. I don't really know who they would trade for, but if they can build around Joel Embiid right now, they could be looking at a championship pretty soon. So hopefully the Sixers, hopefully Daryl Morey can figure out a trade, and hopefully they can just keep this hot streak going. So that's the end of the video. I'm JDC, and more peace.